Hey guys.
What is up?
We are changing it up for our challenge this month. We are in the car right now.
We're currently in the dollar store parking lot because
we're doing a dollar store challenge.
It's gonna get crazy.
So we both have I mean, I don't have any idea what I'm planning on making, do you?
Zero.
I don't even really know what they have at the dollar store. I know they have vegan stuff. They have food in there, like frozen food and dry goods. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna check it out, and we're both gonna come out with ingredients for a recipe.
What's our budget right now? What are we thinking?
Maybe like $10 and under. I don't think we're gonna hit $10.
10 and under.
Yeah, 10 and under. Let's try to do that. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
If we could do cheaper, we will. Should we do $10 or do $5?
Let's do 10.
Okay, here we go, guys.
Let's do it.
Cheese sauce, so I'm getting some mashed potato powder. I'm gonna use this in it, and then I'm also gonna get some frozen veggie mix and pick out the carrots and put that in the sauce, so hopefully that works.
Alright, so we have an update here. We got some corn, some diced tomatoes and green chilies. I have refried beans in here somewhere, and some peppers, and then some corn nuts. I'm getting cut off here. I gotta like bend down. I'm gonna make like a Mexican pizza stack thing. It should be pretty good, but I think I'm gonna win this.
All right, feel good?
Feel good. Quick update. We spent $15
between the two of us.
There are a few things that
we're gonna share.
But we have two totally different ideas, and this should be good.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm a little nervous. I want to make a cheese sauce. I showed them with the mashed potatoes. I don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll see.
I'm trying to keep it simple and tasty, so
here we go.
We'll see what happens. Let's do this.
Okay, we're back.
We're back, and we have a whole bunch of stuff that we got from the dollar store.
I'm actually really nervous for this challenge, not gonna lie. This
I'm gonna wing it hard.
Like actual challenge we're having. We haven't tested anything. We just gonna do it.
We're just gonna do it. These recipes probably won't be on the blog, so
we'll see.
Chances are no. But I wanted to note, I did get these pizza crusts I was showing you earlier, but I found out they have honey in them. Of course, I found out when we got home. So I changed my plan up a bit. I was gonna make Mexican pizzas, but I got a better idea, so.
What's your idea?
I'm gonna be making personal size, mini, I guess all Crunchwraps are personal size, but some mini Crunchwraps. So I got these flour tortillas, these corn tortillas, I got some refried beans, some diced tomatoes and green chilies, some peppers, some corn, and some hash browns. Secret ingredient, corn nuts. Gotta add that crunch, right? Wouldn't be a Crunchwrap without it.
And I'm going to be making enchiladas. Our recipes are kind of similar.
We got some overlapping ingredients.
Yeah, so I got some diced tomatoes and black beans. I also got some tomatoes and chilies. And then we're going to be sharing the corn and the pepper and onion mix.
And the corn tortillas.
And the corn tortillas as well. And then I got this California blend and dried mashed potatoes, and some soy milk. And I'm planning on making a cheese sauce. I'll go over it more later. So we're gonna see how that goes.
We're gonna get into this. You ready?
Okay, let's do it again. You gotta make it explode. There you go.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. To start, got my cast iron skillet. I'm really winging this, guy, so bear with me. What we forgot to mention earlier was that we told each other we can use different spices that we have at home. There's a wide variety of spices at the dollar store, but we have a lot of them already, so there's no point to buying them. Just gonna heat this pan up, add a little bit of olive oil. So we also are gonna be using olive oil that we had at home because, again, why buy a new one? So as this heats up, I'm gonna start out with my veggies. Got my peppers. Let's see if I can open this without scissors. Nope. few green peppers in here for color. Let this cook up a bit. And we're gonna also add in our corn. And our hash browns, my favorite ingredient. Alright, it's starting to smell good in here. I'm gonna season it up, a little salt. Little black pep. I love black pepper. A little extra. Now that our mixture has cooked up, everything's looking nice, I'm just gonna set this aside. And the great part about these Crunchwraps, they're super easy, and I think they'll be ready in about 5 more minutes. So we're just gonna add this to a separate bowl, because I gotta use the skillet again. I'm gonna set that aside. So we've got our corn tortilla. I'm just gonna take this lid and press out a smaller circle. Hopefully that works. Just on this side. All right. So the tortillas that they have at the dollar store aren't the large ones. So if I'm gonna make a proper Crunchwrap, I have to make the tostada a little bit smaller. And now I just have to get it out of here. Done. Boom, look at that perfect circle right there. So now we're just gonna get that skillet going again, and a little bit of oil. Place that corn tortilla right there. And then I have a grill press here. If you don't have one, just something heavy to weigh it down so the tortilla doesn't start to curl up or anything. So I'm just gonna place that there and let that cook up for a few minutes. So after about 2 or 3 minutes, we're gonna flip our tortilla over. And then we'll just press it again on the other side. Alright. That's probably a little hot. We're sizzling here. Tostada is officially ready and crunchy. Burned it a little bit, but we're gonna roll with it. And now I'm gonna take our flour tortillas. All right, so I'm just gonna turn the skillet off heat and just let that heat up just a bit so when I fold it, it doesn't crumble and fall apart. In the meantime, I'm gonna open up our refried beans. Flip this up, burning myself. Beautiful. It smells so good in here. Clearly not a singer. So now we have our flour tortilla ready to go. I'll heat it up nice and soft. Ooh, we're gonna mix these up. Do you guys hear that sound? So we'll take about a tablespoon of refried beans and just spread it in a similar shape to the tostada that we're about to place on top. I think that looks pretty good. Got our tostada, a little burnt, this side looks good. So I'll put that face down. A little bigger than I wanted, but it's okay. Now we have our filling. I'm gonna make a few of these just because they're gonna be a little bit small. Beautiful. And then I have some diced tomatoes and green chilies. I drained them earlier and now they're ready to go. I didn't season them or anything. I'm just gonna put them on as is. I'm just gonna top the tostada with it. Just a little bit. And then for my secret ingredient, got corn nuts. It's gonna be an extra Crunchwrap. Okay, technical difficulties. Oh, hair here. Nope. Just gonna go to the scissors. Wow, that is good. Corn on corn on corn. Extra crunch. Okay, now we're ready to fold this. The art of folding a Crunchwrap is very specific. I've failed many times, and I hope I don't fail right now. But we're gonna take one side, fold it like that, and then fold another, fold another, fold another, and continue to do so. Whoop. I don't know. Oh, there we go. And continue until it's fully closed. So I'm just gonna weigh this down while I get the skillet going. Beautiful. Jasmine had that great idea. Don't know what I would do without her. Oh! Almost burned myself. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more oil. I know we've been using a lot of oil today, but YOLO, right? I don't know why I said that. We have our Crunchwrap. Just gonna plop it down. Woo! And then I'm gonna use the press again. We got our dance on yesterday. I'm still feeling the after effects. Gotta flip this bad boy. Excuse me. Woo! Beautiful. Just a few more minutes. A few more seconds, actually. Boom. And here it is. The finished product. My mini Crunchwrap. Can't wait to eat it.
Alright, so I have this California blend here, and I'm going to just be using well, I was planning on just using the carrots in it, but I actually think I'm gonna use the cauliflower as well. And all I'm gonna do is just pop these in the microwave to steam. And then I'm going to pick out the carrots and the cauliflower, and I'm going to be using those for a cheese sauce. And then the broccoli, I'm going to be putting that in the filling. So let's pop this baby in the microwave. Let me read these instructions. So I've never actually used dehydrated potatoes before. So I'm gonna be following the directions on the back. It's flaky. Oh, it's still on the stove top, okay. You can also microwave these, I guess. Adding these to a pot, and then it says to add some salt. So how much salt? I need a teaspoon of salt here. That's gonna make the whole pack. Teaspoon of salt. And then I'm supposed to add milk to it later, but we realized that the soy milk that I got is sweetened, so I'm actually not gonna be using that after all. I'm just gonna be using water, unfortunately. And then instead of butter, I'm just gonna be using oil. I hope it works. But to the pan, I'm adding water. The potato. Oh wait, I messed up already. Uh-oh. Alright, so it would be nice if I actually read the directions, but what I'm supposed to do is bring the water to a boil and then, ooh, it's hot. Bring the water to a boil and then add the potato mix. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And since the salt is already in the potato mix, I'm just gonna I don't know what I could do here. I'm just not gonna add salt to the water, not follow the directions correctly, because then it'll be so salty. So let's add 4 tablespoons of oil to this water. All right. So we're gonna just let this heat and then I'll check in with you guys once it's heated. So the water is boiling, I'm gonna turn off the heat and then it says to add in the potatoes. Slowly. And just stir everything together. It actually smells so freaking good. Mashed potatoes. So this is nice and mixed and I'm going to set this aside and put together the filling. So to a pan, I'm gonna add a little oil. You can use water as well if you guys don't want to cook with oil. And I'm going to be adding in some of the corn. They're thawing a little, so it's a little leaky, but it's okay. Corn. I don't know how much I'm making, so let's just say that. And then I'm also going to add in the peppers and onions. I'm going to cook the rest of what's left from crisp. So I'm just going to add a little tiny bit of salt and some pepper. If I can open this. I'm going to be adding some black beans as well, so I'm just going to mix it all together. So I have a can of beans. I just drained and rinsed it. I don't think I'm going to use the whole thing. They only had a giant can, so I think I'm going to add like half of it. Just mix that through. All right, we're good to go. Now let's continue our cheese sauce. I'm hoping this is gonna work. I don't really know, but we have our mashed potatoes. Nice and fluffy now. I'm gonna add some of that to the blender. So essentially I'm gonna be making a potato cheese sauce. They didn't really have any potatoes at the store that I wanted. They had the hash browns that Chris got, but I wanted to be able to have them be the consistency of kind of like a steamed potato. So this is perfect. Adding potatoes into there. And then to that, I'm going to be picking out all of the carrots and some of the cauliflower to go into the cheese sauce. This is gonna give it the orange color, some flavor. That looks good to me. All right, and then Chris and I couldn't decide on whether or not nutritional yeast was a fair ingredient, but we were talking about how we were gonna include spices that we felt like were pretty standard in households, and I feel like nutritional yeast is an essential for a vegan household, so we thought that it was gonna be fine to use it. If you guys disagree, let us know, but I'm gonna use it anyways. It's a cheese sauce, so I need cheese flavor. So I'm just gonna eyeball this, maybe like 1/4 of a cup. Never have too much nooch. And then a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Why is it so hard to open? And then I'm also gonna be adding in a little onion powder and a little garlic powder for some flavor. Love garlic powder. Okay, just blinked really quick. I'm gonna get some water. I was gonna use, like I said earlier, I was gonna use the soy milk in this, but that's sweetened and it would be nasty. So we're just gonna add some filtered water into it. Let's do that for now. Let's see how this goes, guys. Wow, okay. I can work with this. Okay, so cheese sauce is done. All right, so to a blender, I'm going to be adding in diced tomatoes and green chilies. And then I also have the other diced tomatoes. I'm gonna be using the liquid from that. Ooh, some of those tomatoes as well. This is going crazy. Woo! Let's stick with that for now. I need a towel here. That got a little crazy and messy. And then I'm going to be adding in some spices that we had in our pantry. So I have cumin, chili powder, garlic powder, a little bit of oregano, and a little bit of salt. And then I'm also going to be adding in some black pepper. Why do I keep closing this? I can't ever open it. If you want, you can add hot sauce as well. They did have hot sauce at the dollar store. I just didn't want to make this spicy. And then I have some flour here in case I need to thicken it up, but I'm going to be putting it on the stove top, so I don't think I'm going to be needing that. Pop the lid on. And let's see what we got going here. Alright, so I'm gonna be adding flour, just a little bit. And we decided on this because it's the basic ingredient. Felt like it was fair. I could be disqualified, but I don't know. So let's blend that. Alright, give it a taste. Oh wow, those chilies are a little spicy. This is pretty good, not gonna lie. I don't know if I need to cook it on the stove top, but I'm going to do it just in case to be safe. But basically I'm just gonna be thickening it up a bit. So let me grab a pan and do that.
Okay.
All right, so now we just assemble. So we have our sauce thickened nicely. We're going to just put some of that at the bottom of the dish. And shout out to my mom for, oh, actually I forgot to say, instead of rolling up the individual enchiladas, I'm going to be making an enchilada casserole. This is something that my mom used to make weekly for us growing up. So much easier than rolling them up, and it's delicious. It's equally as delicious. I have the corn tortillas we got at the dollar store, and I just pop these in the microwave for like, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds. So I'm just going to layer these in like so. And then after I put those, I'm going to add some of the filling. Let me grab a spoon for that. All right, so we're gonna add some of the filling. And then we also have some leftover veggies from earlier as well, so I'm just gonna pile those in too because I want to be able to use everything up. But I'm gonna break them apart as best I can with my hands. I don't think it's gonna be cool if it's super chunky, so let's break them up. Some more sauce. Basically, I'm just going to be layering all of these ingredients up until it reaches the top, so let's do that. And I think that if we calculate the cost of this recipe, like for the whole casserole, it's probably like $5. That's so cool. All right, so I'm gonna add the remaining sauce on top. I'm actually very, very excited for this recipe. I'm going to smear it on. I feel like I'm not as animated when Chris isn't here. Sorry guys. Trying my best here. Trying to concentrate. Gotta win this competition. Alright. pretty good. And then what I'm going to do, is add some of this cheese sauce on top. It's not as like drizzly as I would like it to be, but I think it's gonna work here. I'm gonna use the sauce spoon. I'm gonna like layer it on here. Should have added cheese in it. What the heck am I thinking? And they didn't have cilantro at the dollar store, unfortunately, but if they did, I would have totally added some to this as well. You can also, I don't know, just get crazy with the seasonings. You can also add some fresh garlic, some more onions. If I had more onions, I would have added some inside as well, or in the sauce, I was gonna say. So here is our potato cheese sauce going on. This isn't the cutest thing in the world, but it's gonna work. All right, so that is it. Going to pop this in the oven for like 20 minutes, and let's hope that this works. Casserole done.
We done.
Let's try
Got our
yours
Crunchwraps.
first.
Let's do it.
So these got a little cold because I was cooking mine, but. Wow.
That's bomb. Bless you.
Enchilada Casserole time. So I definitely should have put more sauce in between the layers because it got a little dry. But nothing I can do now.
That's good. Very
Yeah.
authentica. Very hot.
Very spicy, holy crap.
That cheese. Mashed potato cheese, guys. Who would have known?
So I realized where I messed up. What my mom used to do was she used to get the tortillas and individually dip them in the sauce so they were fully coated so it was more moist. I don't know why I didn't do that. But other than that, the flavor is on point.
Wow. I like them both. It's gonna be hard.
Cheese.
Really good.
Okay, so
Dollar store challenge done. What do you guys think?
vote in the top right corner who won this challenge.
If you want to see more dollar store challenges,
Let us know.
let us know.
And that's it for today, guys. We will see you in the next video.
Love y'all.
Bye.